Focus is on the big battle for Delhi, the capital showdown. It's curtains now on the most high voltage campaign that we've seen in a long time for an assembly elections. A campaign vitriolic, highly charged, seeing the Prime Minister and the Union Ministers on one side, Kiran Bedi, Arvind Kejriwal and the Congress Party. The last day seeing over 100 rallies and road shows, all three parties making a big push to what they can achieve. The big question, of course, who is winning the battle for Delhi? But before that, let's take a look at the campaign styles of the three candidates. All three of them have traveled with our teams. Let's take a look at how they conducted themselves on the campaign trail. Kejriwal, Kiran Bedi and Ajay Makan.
It is 7 o'clock in the morning and we're standing at 56 Uday Park, which is the official residence of Kiran Bedi. And as you can see, at this early hour of the morning also there are a handful of supporters who've gathered. Ma'am, you just mentioned to me that you're from Telangana. What are you doing here so early in the morning?
We are in BJP party at Hyderabad. So we thought in her constituency there may be some Telugu people.
They call her the Bedi Brahmastra, the trump card that Amit Shah has played ahead of the Delhi polls. As Kiran Bedi arrives at her Krishna Nagar constituency, we approached her once again to try and speak to us just for 5 minutes, to which she retorted saying people are objecting that I am more in the media and less on campaign.
Can we get 5 minutes in your car?
I have to start my rally now. People are objecting to this, saying you're more on the media, restless.
And despite our best efforts, Kiran Bedi has in fact said that she's not going to be giving us an interview. We may not be able to get in a word from her, but we will follow her.
किरण बेदी को सीएम बनाना नारी शक्ति का होगा। देश चले मोदी के साथ और दिल्ली चले किरण बेदी जी के साथ।
में क्या मूड क्या लग रहा है?
वोट तो बीजेपी का ही आएगा, जो मोदी पहले जीत चुका, पूरी पार्टी बहुमत से आएगी पूरी।
दिल्ली की सीएम कैसी हो? दिल्ली की सीएम कैसी हो?
मुझे पॉलिटिकल स्पीचेस नहीं देनी, मुझे इस वक्त प्रशासन चलाना है। मैं शासन करने नहीं आई हूँ, मैं आपको प्रशासन करने आई हूँ।
We are right now at the Rohtash Nagar constituency in the national capital, and as opposed to the lukewarm response that we saw to Kiran Bedi with just a handful of supporters in the morning today at around 7 a.m. when we started this campaign trail, as you can see, it has definitely picked up a lot more momentum.
Today we'll take you through Arvind Kejriwal's campaign trail, how he, the kind of things that he says, the issues that he picks up, and the people, those who make Arvind Kejriwal's campaign. Arvind, बल्कि अभी शुरू आज का दिन शुरू हो रहा है। अरविंद, सुबह सुबह कितने बजे से दिन शुरू हो जाता है?
सुबह जल्दी हो जाता है।
So आज क्या टारगेट है? कितनी रैलीज, कितना कैंपेन?
सभाएं हैं। अभी तो सुबह से स्ट्रेटजी मीटिंग्स चल रही थी, पार्टी की मीटिंग चल रही थी। 3 सभाएं हैं और उसके बाद मैं रोज रात को अपनी कंस्टिट्यूंसी में जाता हूँ 2-3 घंटे।
अरविंद, कौन सी मेडिसिन ले रहे हैं अभी आप? खांसी की है क्या? बीजेपी वाले भी आजकल यही पूछ रहे हैं।
डायबिटीज़।
तो खांसी की मेडिसिन कुछ लेनी अभी शुरू करिए या?
खांसी के लिए सुबह ही करता हूँ प्राणायाम, नेति, योगा।
और 49 दिन जब हमारी सरकार थी दिल्ली में।
You see, Arvind Kejriwal's entire focus in USP this election has been that he has learned a little bit of politics. He has understood his vote bank, and at the places where he's strong, he makes sure that you see the surge. These kids, they are the ones, those who are enthused by Arvind Kejriwal. This jharu symbol on their hand with the topi, ये टोपी यहाँ पे भी किसी ने पहना है, ये टोपी किसका लगाया हुआ है?
केजरीवाल का।
कौन है केजरीवाल? वो तो और भी नेता आते हैं यहाँ पे?
नहीं।
और नेता नहीं आते कोई?
नहीं।
So what she said, she might not be a voter, but what she said is very significant. और कोई नेता नहीं आते यहाँ पे. These kids have seen only one neta here, and that is Kejriwal. And this has been the strength of Aam Aadmi Party's campaign. Although there is not even a minute that Mr. Kejriwal has, we have been lucky to just hop into his car and try and speak to him. He has been giving a lot of sound bites. It's about politics, election. But let us also try and find out what is beyond that. First of all, what is the change that you see from your campaign last time and your campaign this time?
There's huge public support, ground support. बहुत ज़बरदस्त जनता का सपोर्ट है. पिछली बार जितनी लोग आया करते थे हमारी रैली में, उससे कम 3 से 4 गुना लोग आ रहे हैं हमारी सभाओं के अंदर. और लोगों में बहुत उत्साह है, लोगों में जस्ट पागलपन है आम आदमी पार्टी को लेके. आप देख रहे हो किस तरह से.
You're getting on the ground.
Yes, it is very good, and the best thing is that our workers are very enthusiastic, and the response also is very good.
The sentiment on the ground is that people see you as a credible leader, somebody who spent some 25-30 years in politics here, but they think that you're batting for a losing side.
I don't think so, because I feel that if people vote for me, if people support me, I represent a party, I represent the thought of the Congress party. So people are supporting that thought also and that party also.
BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party has lots of new people joining. People seem to be leaving the Congress. There are no new people who are joining the Congress party.
Well, look at the kind of people who are leaving Congress. So they are not the ones of whom we were proud of. So if such people leave, so I think it is good for the Congress party also. After all these people enjoyed the power when Congress was in power. And many of them brought bad name for the party also. So if liability gets lesser and lesser, it is good for the Congress.
See, also compared to an Arvind Kejriwal or Kiran Bedi, who keep addressing rallies, they've been associated with a public movement. You've basically been associated with the Congress's backroom. You were heading the backroom boys to the Congress party. Do you see yourself as a backroom boy?
If a Lok Sabha MP or a 3-term legislator, twice Lok Sabha MP, former university president, elected university president, is just a backroom boy. So to whom you will call a grassroots level? I have contested and won the election.
So in 2008, when Sheila Dikshit had been Chief Minister for almost 10 years, it was being rumoured that you will take on and the Congress will project you. Did you feel led down that time? Were you interested in contesting assembly elections then?
I am always ready for any challenge. I was ready then and I am ready now also.
Okay, the three faces of Delhi then. You saw them there on the campaign trail on this last day. Kiran Bedi, Arvind Kejriwal, Ajay Makhan. Big question, is Delhi 2015 one of the tightest elections ever? Before I come to my panel, I want to give the X factors. The X factors that will decide the voters in Delhi. First of all, of course, voter turnout. Critical then, what happens with voter turnout will be the first X factor. X factor number 2. Volunteer-driven door-to-door campaign. The RSS has been good at it. Can the Aam Aadmi Party match it? Third is the performance of the Congress. General feeling, the better the Congress does, the better for the BJP. The Prime Minister's last-minute appeal versus Kejriwal's local connect. And importantly, mood among the East UP and Bihar migrants, almost 25 to 30% of the Delhi population. Let's go straight to our panelists today. Rahul Mehra joins me, of the spokesperson of the AAP, Sudhanshu Mittal of the BJP, Rajdeep Singh Surjewala, National Spokesperson Congress, and Dr. Manisha Priyam, political analyst who's tracking Delhi for us. You know, as this election has gone on, Sudhanshu Mittal, are you willing to concede that the BJP has got nervous? Today on record, Shatrughan Sinha has admitted to us that it was a mistake to put Kiran Bedi. Harshvardhan would have been a better candidate and admits that Arvind Kejriwal, to quote him, is a Lokpriya Neta, a popular leader. Do you concede that Shatrughan Sinha has reflected the mood of disquiet in the BJP in this election?
Rajdeep and Shanti Bhushan ji talked about how Kiran Bedi ji was a better candidate and how Arvind Kejriwal was not appropriate, or how there are problems in AAP. I don't think this is the conclusion you drew. So
no, we drew it there. No, Sudhanshu Mittal, we certainly reflected it. I'm asking you, your senior MP today is going on camera to say that Arvind Kejriwal is a Lokpriya Neta.
That's a personal opinion of Mr. Shatrughan Sinha. So be it. But that is not reflective of the opinion of the party, for sure. And I don't think there is any confusion in the party. Because had there been a confusion in the party, the kind of aggressive candidate we've had, campaign we've had, it would not have been there. So let's keep things in the perspective. Let me tell you one more thing. The party is absolutely confident because the kind of response we've had, and more so after the so-called, opinion polls reflecting this way and that way, it has made the cadre as well as the voter of BJP very, very determined. You see, we always suffered from one problem, which was that our voter was slightly, easy going in terms of going and casting the vote. But this hype which has been created has helped us tremendously, because he is now determined that, look, we cannot afford a disaster.
But your Prime Minister calls pollsters Bazaru. Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, the Prime Minister of the country, calls pollsters Bazaru, and you today are saying that the pollsters have built the hype around your party. I mean, let's be clear. Your Prime Minister questioned the credibility of polls. Should he have used words like Bazaru? It reflected a mind which clearly was not as sharp as it was during the general elections. Is this the language befitting a Prime Minister of the country?
Rajdeep, as far as polls are concerned, opinion polls are concerned, you and I both know the reality. Look, a city like Delhi requires a poll of 240,000 before you can actually determine what is the mood. A poll of 12,000, 15,000, 20,000, I mean, we all
Should your Prime Minister have used the word? Did your Prime Minister betray nervousness? With the way he targeted polls, he seemed to betray some nervousness.
A statement of fact.
It's a statement of fact.
Rajdeep, a statement of fact does not become a sign of nervousness.
Can I bring in Rahul Mehra? Rahul Mehra, just respond to what you're hearing from Sudhanshu Mittal. He seems to be suggesting that these polls, some of which showed the BJP behind, have actually galvanized the party, that there's been a last surge in the BJP. How do you respond to that? That the polls in the last 48 hours have given the BJP a do or die feeling?
Rajdeep, in an election which is as hotly contested as the one which we are just witnessing, one thing is very clear: 48 hours are too little, too late for anybody to do anything. We have been engaging with the people of Delhi as Delhiites, and we are proud Delhiites. Arvind is as much a Delhiite as anybody else, and people of Delhi find a connect. People of Delhi are absolutely certain that if there is one person and one party which will look into the age-old problems which the BJP and the Congress have been brushing aside with a positive agenda, with a completely constructive approach, with a Delhi dialogue, which we had conducted for 2.5 months, where our 70-point manifesto has come into being and into existence, where BJP is visionless, rudderless, manifesto-less. They came out with a vision which was more a television propaganda than a vision of sorts. We have 30,000 new volunteers which have joined us. We have a base like none other. Even RSS can't beat the kind of volunteer enthusiasm and base that we have. We have a direct connect.
Hold on.
There is a Aam Aadmi sitting in every corner.
Are you saying the RSS cannot beat? You're saying the RSS cannot beat the Aam Aadmi Party's volunteer base?
Yes, I'm saying so for a city like Delhi. I'm saying so, and I'm saying so with authority, Rajdeep. The reason for that is, if you see, the people of RSS have been brought around too late. You know, we have been as Delhiites engaging with the people of Delhi, and the Janta ka CM has been engaging with its own electorate for far too long. You know, it was a calibrated decision of the BJP to postpone the elections, which in hindsight they would actually now see that it was a wrong move on their part. We are the ones who went to Supreme Court, wanted elections. We have always had a constructive and a positive agenda. We have never reacted to the loose, foul-mouthed talk of BJP. We have not responded to anything that BJP has done. Because all they have to do is, all they want to do is engage us in a battle which is absolutely low in its discourse. We don't want to fall to that level that BJP and the Honorable Prime Minister calling Arvind Kejriwal, you know, right from Bandar to Naxal to Jungle Mein Jao, other people calling him Rahul. I mean, this is not the language which you engage in a democracy.
What kind of a debate are we getting into?
No, 1 minute.
This is
1 minute.
Before
Sudhanshu Mittal, let's do one by one.
These are the words you spoke.
Just a minute. Before Sudhanshu Mittal, Sudhanshu ji,
and what is the debate we are doing?
Sudhanshu, just a minute. Before I go to Rajdeep Singh Surjewala, I just want one clarification from you, Sudhanshu. Would you concede that much as the Congress made the mistake in the general elections, where the Congress targeted Narendra Modi in personal terms to the point where Modi became larger than life, the same thing has happened with Kejriwal in Delhi? You called him an urban Naxal. You called him all kinds of things. Your leadership has targeted Kejriwal, and that has given Kejriwal a larger than life stature. Do you concede it has been a negative campaign that has worked against you?
No. You have already assumed, Rajdeep, that we are getting defeated. This is so strange.
No, I'm not assuming anything.
As far as our campaign, then allow me. You are saying it was a wrong campaign. Look, we have been successful in exposing Mr. Kejriwal and his party, which has been making such tall and such false claims.
It was okay to call him an urban Naxal?
At the drop of the hat.
You think it was right to call him an urban Naxal?
Please, you have given enough time
to
him.
No, do you think it was right to call him an urban Naxal?
Absolutely. We need to expose the fraudulence which has been going on for so long. Here's a party which takes 2 crores at the drop of the hat and does not even explain the source, and then they talk about probity. Here's a party which speaks lies at the drop of a hat. हमने 50% बिजली के दाम सबके लिए कम कर दिए, whereas ₹2.70 से ₹1.90 कर दिए, 50% हो गया. You know, all kind of lies which have been spoken to give an impression of probity and give an impression of efficiency.
So you're saying,
needed to be
Arvind Kejriwal, okay,
allow me.
Hold on. No, Sudhanshu, just a minute.
And as far as the cadre of BJP and our engagement with people, Rajdeep, you have made him explain his point of view of the party's endeavors. Let me also do that now.
Yes.
The party has very successfully done Panna Pramukh. We have gone to every household, because on every 20 families, we've had one volunteer who's going to every household to give the message of development. Your laughing does not make a true statement false, sir.
Okay.
So, that's okay.
Can I bring in the Congress party, please?
As far as
Can I bring in the Congress party, please?
We have really managed it.
No, just a minute. Can I bring in the Congress party? Because Rajdeep Singh Surjewala, the sense is that the very fact that I'm focusing on the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP at the start of the program reflects perhaps that you have become, whether you like it or not, almost a B team in Delhi. Would you concede that you are the party which is at the moment fighting with its back to the wall? Rahul Gandhi's road shows, you've had good, he's collected good crowds, but there is a general feeling that the Congress at the moment is not in the race.
Well, Rajdeep, I respect the opinion that you hold, and definitely you are entitled to it. But there are 2 facets that I want to point out. Bereft of the tutu meme and the counter allegations and the allegations that we see between BJP and Aam Aadmi Party, where Mr. Kejriwal calls people chor, daku, lutere, and he gets similar kind of terminology from the other side. One thing they have tried to do in this election, and you would grant me that, they've tried to make this election an issue-less election. It is more about a clash of personalities of former colleagues of India against corruption, which was really an I am against Congress movement, and all their secrets are out. The truth of the matter is, people have now seen 9 months or 7 months at least of Mr. Modi's rule, in Delhi. People have also seen 49 days of Mr. Kejriwal's rule. People have also seen what we could do in 15 years. And there is lots that we could do. And may I just say three things. We increased the developmental budget from 4,050 crores in 98 to 37,500
Number
crores.
two.
Power from 1,000 megawatt to 5,000 megawatt.
Yes.
Water from 58 crore litre to 90 crore litre.
Yes.
And CNG, metro, urban infrastructure, bridges. People have seen that. And they are like the Aam Aadmi Party was underdog the last time. We are also perceivably underdogs. I grant you that.
Yes.
But the kind of response that not only Mr. Rahul Gandhi but our grassroots leaders and workers are getting, you will see definitely a surprise result in this election.
It's interesting.
At least we feel so.
It's interesting you're saying that because Manisha Priyam, one of the feelings is that if the just a minute. If the Congress Manisha Priyam does better, it is advantage BJP because the Congress vote is being taken by Aam Aadmi Party. Am I to broadly understand, as we see whether this will be a photo finish, would it be right to say that the better the Aam Aadmi Party does, the better the Congress does, the better the chances for the BJP?
Yeah, but you know, one has moved very close to election date now. These were hypotheticals that could have been thought of when the battle was opening out, when the when the layout of the battleground was being thought of.
Yes.
Today, if you move to the ground and ask the people, even the traditional vote bank of the Congress does not want to even consider the party, accepts that yes, many of the things they have today, even among the most dispossessed and disadvantaged, where I have been maintaining that the Aam Aadmi Party does have a very solid ground, people come out and say that yes, the pension plan was something that we got from the Congress. We do get pension once in every 3 or 4 months, accumulated amounts come to us. But the Congress is not a party that they consider one where they would like to repose their political trust. So clearly the Congress is not something that is in the reckoning as far as this battle for Delhi is concerned. So we are looking at a far more cleaner battle between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, and as you are aware, in a two-horse race, it's likely to be a very, very close race, and as I can see it, the Aam Aadmi Party holding out among its traditional strongholds.
You know, that's interesting, the traditional strongholds. I'll come to those in a moment, but you know, I just want to play for a moment what Shatrughan Sinha said, because that's really reflected part of the stir on the last day of this campaign. A senior MP, former union minister, virtually questioning the decisions that the BJP leadership has made in Delhi. Listen in to Shatrughan Sinha.
हर्षवर्धन मेरे बहुत अच्छे मित्र हैं, बहुत अच्छे नेता हैं, बहुत ही काबिल हैं. मैंने सिर्फ दिल्ली के नहीं बल्कि देश के चंद बहुत ही अच्छे और स्वच्छ छवि वाले नेता हैं हर्षवर्धन. जरूर आप कह सकते हैं कि अगर उनका चयन होता, चाहे उनको पेश किया जाता, प्रेजेंट किया जाता, तो ज्यादा अच्छा होता. मुझे भी लगता है. नींद उड़ी हुई मैं नहीं कह रहा हूँ. हाँ, टफ हो सकता है. टफ नहीं होता तो आप इस तरह से मुझसे सवाल नहीं कर रहे होते. टफ नहीं होता तो जितने लोग मीडिया और चारों तरफ आज दुनिया की निगाहें, एक ऐसा प्रदेश जो अभी तक पूर्ण रूप से जिसको राज्य का दर्जा नहीं मिला हो, जिसके पास सिर्फ 70 विधायक हो, 70 सीट वाली सो कॉल्ड स्मॉल स्टेट, आज हिंदुस्तान में नहीं बल्कि विश्व बाजार में भी इसके चर्चे हो रहे हैं चारों तरफ.
केजरीवाल जिस ढंग से कैंपेन किया, अग्रेसिव कैंपेन किया, आपको लगता है लोगों तक पहुंचने में कामयाब हो गया वो?
मैं तो कह सकता हूं कि कामयाबी तो कुछ है उनकी, क्योंकि कामयाबी नहीं होती चारों तरफ जो आप लोगों ने, मीडिया ने, टेलीविजन ने या धूम मचाई है, धूम मच गया धूम, शोर मच गया शोर, तो ये शोर मच गया शोर, देखो आया माखन चोर, ये तो आप लोग की देन है और उसका बहुत प्रभाव है. लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि कोई प्रभाव है तो हम चुनाव में हम किसी से कमजोर पड़ रहे हैं या कमजोर दिख रहे हैं.
Okay, so that is Shatrughan Sinha there, and Sudhanshu Mittal, let's be clear, I think the cat is out of the bag. Shatrughan Sinha is very clearly saying that an election which should have been a municipal or a mayoral election, you have made it into a prestige battle. Every MP, every minister has come, and you have thereby made it David against Goliath, or Kejriwal has managed to make it David versus Goliath.
Rajdeep, every election you put in all your might to win it. I mean, there's nothing new about Delhi. The only thing is Delhi being the national capital has a certain focus, not only of the media but of the polity as well, because everybody is stationed here. So it all happens every time. Nothing new happens.
It's a bit more than
it's just that because in the
Kejriwal gets under your skin.
Secondly,
Kejriwal gets under your skin for some reason. You don't like Kejriwal, so you want to finish him. You want to eliminate him.
Rajdeep, we are here to win the election because we believe that we have to serve the people. One more thing you must always remember, what everybody seems to be missing out. There are these 18 seats which are basically called Delhi Dehat, which has been the stronghold. This again, because in the last 2013 election, it was the Delhi Dehat which stood solidly behind us. And this is the place where we are retaining. While you've talked about the 3-4 elements which are critical, what is very critical is what is Delhi Dehat going to do? And Delhi Dehat is voting for BJP.
Okay, so the rural parts,
key. That's all what you're missing out.
Okay, I'm missing.
See, there is a difference between Jhuggi Jhopdi, resettlement, and Delhi Dehat.
Okay.
There are three different connotations altogether.
Okay,
everybody's been talking about Jhuggi Jhopdi. Everybody's been talking about unauthorized colony. Delhi Dehat is something which nobody has really figured it out.
I've got your
and
point.
That's where the success lies for BJP.
Okay, that's where your success lies. On the other hand, it appears at the moment, Rahul Mehra, you are relying primarily on the unauthorized colony areas and the resettlement colonies as well as the Jhuggi Jhopdis, that it is a class war in a way. That the Aam Aadmi Party's greatest support, many believe, is coming from the lower income groups. The middle class is still not convinced about the Aam Aadmi Party. Would you accept, compared to 2013, the middle class doesn't have the same faith in Arvind Kejriwal that they had, let's say, 18 months ago or 13 months ago?
Rajdeep, let's have absolutely no doubt on the fact that our 49 days are our biggest assets. People believe that what we promised is what we actually acted upon, be it electricity, reduction of 50% tariff, be it water, providing them with water to the best of our abilities within 49 days, ending corruption, almost eradicating it, creating deterrents, going and providing good education, also looking after the hospitals and medicines being available.
Are you saying 49 days is enough? 49 days is enough?
Only imagine if in 49 days, Rajdeep, imagine if in 49 days this is possible by a man, what all can be achieved by a party and the same person in 5 years. This is what the people of Delhi have seen. They have tasted it and they want this replicated for 5 more years, and which is why they say bahut hua, bahut hua bhashan, bahut hua behal. Ab ki baar 5 saal Kejriwal.
That's your slogan. That's your slogan. That's your slogan. That's not necessarily the people's slogan. Okay. Okay. Just a minute.
Rajdeep, come. I wish you would have come and sat in the car.
Yes.
I wish you would have come and sat in the car of Arvind and gone around, and all other leaders. I wish you would have gone and connected yourself with the people in the Jan Sabhas.
Sir,
the kind of euphoria, the kind of positivity, the kind of reaction, the kind of energy that exists at the grassroots level. BJP is just trying to sit and
sir, just a minute, Rahul. Rahul,
take credit for whatever else is there at the center. They have unleashed the might of the center on the Aam Aadmi Party, and yet all the surveys show that Aam Aadmi Party is way ahead in the lead. Where is the contest according to the surveys? Tell me.
Just a minute. There are some opinion polls that are putting the BJP ahead, but I just want to get you in, Manisha Priyam, for a moment. Am I right in saying that the 49 days...
50%. Why don't you hold him accountable on the 50% discount?
No, 1 minute, Sudhanshu.
Hold him accountable on the 50% discount he gave to people.
Sudhanshu, 1 minute.
290 and 270 and 190. How is it 50%?
I am asking Manisha Priyam a question. Manisha Priyam, is there a sense
Wait
that in
for
May,
February 14th, we are coming for 5 years.
Sir, I will switch off the mics if you don't allow me to ask the question. 49 days government. In May, Mr. Kejriwal was seen as a bhagoda or someone who had run away from power. Do you get a sense from bhagoda he has become bechara? People want to give him a second chance because he has admitted to his mistake. Do you get a sense bhagoda has become bechara Arvind?
In a sense, this is quite a correct assessment, because it did start with a disadvantage, especially amongst the middle class and the upper class colonies. Arvind Kejriwal was not a man that people wanted to trust. We would go around trailing the Aam Aadmi Party campaign for money. And unlike last time in 2013, when people would usher them into their houses, this time that vibrance was missing, except when we went to the lower class colonies. But the turn of the campaign, look at this, we are discussing the fact that, you know, Kiran Bedi did prove to be somewhat a liability in comparison to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. We are not even discussing the fact that they got in somebody called Krishna Tirath. None of the new maneuverings that the BJP seems to have made seems to have added to their campaign. And that's when people say that in comparison to this one seems better. So no one is now talking about the 49 days. Even the middle class, I find, is now quietly withdrawn, is not really as critical of Arvind Kejriwal as they used to be. So here's a campaign where towards the closing end of it, something that started as a neck-and-neck battle, just the way the 2013 results, remember, had been advantage BJP. They were the ones with the highest number of seats, followed by the Aam Aadmi Party. Yeah, it wasn't as if the Aam Aadmi Party
so are you putting your money, are you willing to put your money and say Aam Aadmi Party will be the single largest party? Quickly, 10 seconds. Will Aam Aadmi Party be the single largest party?
Very close in the race, very close in the race, and certainly ahead, yes.
Certainly ahead. Rajdeep Singh Surjewala, are you willing to concede that the Congress is fighting with its back to the wall? 10 seconds. That the Congress is fighting for just respectability, to get at least half a dozen seats?
We are fighting a difficult battle, but we are fighting a difficult battle, but the results will prove a resurgent Congress coming back.
Okay. Sudhanshu Mittal, what is your number? You've been a pollster. Tell me, what is your best case for the BJP?
No best case. My real case is 45 seats state.
45 seats. Rahul Mehra, what's your seats for the Aam Aadmi Party?
According to Yogendra Yadav, and for whom all of us have a lot of respect, we are getting 50 seats. I will go with that, and I will also say we are all ready to serve the people of Delhi.
Okay, 50
and
seats.
The people of Delhi are looking forward to kind of politics which has never been played out. So, you know,
speeches are over.
15th,
I asked you for the seats.
Congress is nowhere in the scene.
Okay,
people are not going to vote for Congress.
50 seats, 45 seats. Aam Aadmi Party slightly ahead. Rajdeep Singh Surjewala saying watch out for the Congress. We will wait till the 10th. And remember, there's an exit poll coming up on this channel, the most credible exit poll on the 7th, 5 p.m. onwards. Appreciate all of you joining us.